I'm here at Tristar Gym for Paradise Warrior Retreat. Fantastic seminar weekend. Kevin Q for Inside HEADRUSH at Paradise Warrior Retreat with Firas Zahabi. Firas, tell me, how do you like training guys in this type of seminar atmosphere from beginner to expert?
It's fun, you know, because you get people from everywhere and everybody's got a different story. You know, some people are doing it for fun, some people are up-and-coming fighters, some people are, you know, retired guys who used to fight back in the day and they have a few tricks to share with us. And it's really about that, you know, people coming together, all these different instructors and sharing the knowledge, and everybody walks away with something. Like, even myself, you know, I'm here to teach, but I'm learning a lot as well.
In these type of seminars, do you give all your tricks of the trade, or do you reserve that for your pro fighters and your pro training?
No, I don't hold anything back, you know, because I really believe that if the more you give, the more you're going to get out. You know, like yesterday I was sharing with Chris Weidman, you know, we're sharing techniques, and the more stuff I show him, the more he wanted to show me, and you just create a good synergy like that. And I really feel it's a good way to meet new training partners and to show people that you're an open guy and you're willing to exchange information. There's no need to be so insecure. It's not a question of just about knowing stuff. It's are they going to know it and are they going to train it like we do? You know, that's another thing. You know, you got to train it day and night to be very good at it. Paradise Warrior Retreat at Tristar has always been the best, and you can see around, it's jam-packed, and we've had a phenomenal weekend. We've had incredible instructors. I'm so happy with the turnout of instructors. I mean, we have Anthony Pettis here fighting for a world title. We have Chris Weidman who's fighting for a world title. We have Rory McDonald. We have Kung Lee. You know, who doesn't want to train with Kung Lee? You know, he's got incredible martial arts skills. So it's a great, incredible treat. Even for me, like I'm super pumped.
Now, you just recently trained a few fighters in a few big fights at UFC 158. When it came to the Nick Diaz fight, do you feel, as far as you visioned the fight going, was it how you wanted it to go?
Yeah, it went really well. You know, George did a lot of great kickboxing in that fight and a lot of good, beautiful wrestling and groundwork. You know, I just felt that George, he was a little bit sick before the fight, and that's what worried me the most. And I think he slowed down a little bit during the fight. So I was expecting a little bit more pressure from George, but it's very understandable why it didn't occur.
One of the fights of the night was Johnny Hendricks versus Carlos Condit. What were your thoughts on the chins of both of these athletes?
These guys got both incredible punching power and chins, you know, so it was a great fight. It's probably the most exciting fight of the night, and you know, George already fought Condit, so we get a measuring stick a bit to see where he stands with Hendricks, and gives us an idea, you know, how to formulate a game plan for that.
Now, looking at that fight and looking at past Hendricks fights, do you see any weaknesses in his game that you'd like to exploit, and do you have a specific game plan going in ahead for that bout?
Well, you know, the game plan is still early for now to make a game plan. We have to wait, and the fight is not signed yet, so we're waiting on that as well. But we have a general idea, you know, and we start experimenting, tinkering with some ideas, and everybody's got weaknesses in their game. George St. Pierre, Rory, everybody, you know, I mean, there's not a guy out there who doesn't have a flaw or makes a mistake. I've never seen a guy make no mistakes, you know, so I mean, it's human nature, it's part of the game.
Mike Ricci won his 155 UFC debut. How happy were you for him to be able to finally pick up that W in the UFC?
Very happy, I was thrilled, and you know, he did a phenomenal job on the show. And now it's time for him to go down to 155 and leave the 170s alone.
Altogether, it's to stay in that comfort zone of 155.
Boys are big.
Well, thanks, Firas. We really appreciate you taking the time.